Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I've got my scrapbook back out and now I've actually finished the section that I was going to do for my trip to Charleston, South Carolina. So if you're interested in seeing the results, just keep on watching. So I've got my little bookmark in place here so that I can flip to the right page, because the first section is about my trip earlier this summer to the Grandfather Mountain Highland Games in North Carolina. And then the second spot, starting here with the Arby's, is going to be on my trip to Charleston, South Carolina. So the first page kind of looks at the things that we did in preparation. It was a long drive, so we stopped at Arby's, we got gas, fueled up, and without even stopping at our Airbnb, we went to go park in downtown and got ourselves into an event. They were doing a free aquarium back to school event thing going on. So that's our parking pass, and this is some stuff that we picked up at the aquarium. We have a little bit more going about the aquarium right now. Some hours and some things that where it is. That's the actual picture of the aquarium from the pamphlet I got. And that's the map of where it is in downtown. This is what all the exhibits are called. And then I have an actual map of the aquarium itself. We did see all of the exhibits, I do believe. So I kept the map in here. Then we start into the next day. As you can see there, I've got my breakfast logged. We did see a lighthouse. We came up close and personal with one, not these ones, but we did see these ones across the bay later in the day when we went to go to the beach. Then I found a really pretty art magazine of featuring artwork by local artists in Charleston. So this is some of the art that I found that really kind of captured what my day was like at the beach. It was beautiful, it was vibrant colors, it was beautiful weather, and it was just like these gorgeous contrasts of sand and sea and sky. So that's kind of what I was trying to do here with that. And this here looks at, we did see a lot of birds, especially pelicans, and I got a picture there of some kids playing in the sand at the beach, which is also what I did with my kids. We went to a lunch at a place called Poe's Tavern, a themed kind of tavern based on the poet Edgar Allan Poe, with really interesting names for sandwiches like the Amontillado, Telltale Heart. There was another one called the Raven, the Pendulum. Just a really cool place. I hear it's a chain, so hopefully I can find one closer to home. And I'm having trouble turning to the next page. There we go. So the next day was planned to go see downtown Charleston and all its glory and wonder. There's a little bit of what our breakfast was. We had some cinnamon rolls by Pillsbury, and this part here talks about the map that we used for our route. The bus route we used was Route 211. If you've ever traveled, taking the local public transportation is always an experience in itself, so I did make sure to document that. The name of it is called the Downtown Shuttle, the Dash. And that's actually a picture of one of the buses that I found in one of the pamphlets. These are just a few pictures from what you can see downtown. Here's a map of part of downtown that we went to, especially this park area next to the water. We walked around on that, saw the pineapple fountain, all that cool stuff. Then we went to a place called New York City Pizza for lunch because we were getting cranky and hungry and hot. The food was okay, but I like the food before on the Poe's Tavern better. All right, so then this is later in the day after lunch. We did shopping. We went to the downtown Charleston City Market, this long covered outdoor kind of market, really cool. Found a lot of different vendors. And we also saw horse-drawn carriages. We bought some candy at a sweet shop in there. I bought some handmade soaps and bath bombs at a business that originates in Charleston. This here is a wrapper for a gigantic peanut butter cup that I got at the sweet shop, and there's a wrapper from Starburst that somebody on the bus gave us, and I was kind of surprised and taken aback that somebody's just out handing out candy, so put that in there. It's a very strange thing. This next page, more about the shopping that we did. Here's a business card from one of the businesses that I saw there, and this here was a shoe place that was in the market, which was, just a shoe place, but I have my very favorite shoes ever, and I've never seen anything like them. They're very basic wedges with a very, very comfortable straps on them, and they have one that's very similar, because I've been telling my friends that I will wear those shoes till they disintegrate on my feet, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll want to find them later on See if they still have those shoes. This here is an example of a sweetgrass basket, which we saw people doing sweetgrass basket weaving and sculptures everywhere. Like in that market, every time it ended at the end of a block and then started again, it was like end caps. Every single place there was another vendor for these sweetgrass baskets, and they were gorgeous, but I did not get any because I was worried that they wouldn't make the trip home in one piece. We did stop at a place called It's Sugar, which is just a candy shop where you get candy by the pound or weigh it by the ounce. And we went a little crazy in there. Got a picture of the palm tree because there were so many palm trees there. I was really taken aback. More about the soap because I really did like those. And then later in the day, me and the gals, we went to a ghost tour, the haunted jail tour in Charleston, which was really cool. We had an awesome tour guide. Here's his name. If you ever go in there, see if you can get a tour with him. He did a fantastic job. We thoroughly enjoyed it. And after we finished our tour, we had a little bit of a pick-me-up, a snack at the Mellow Mushroom there downtown. Came back and pampered ourselves. Had a face mask and foot mask treatment going on. Now we're into the next day. And this is us getting ready for the Magnolia Plantation and Gardens. We went to the nearby, what do you call those places? Gas station, got a bunch of snacks to get ready for the day, and off we went. So here we go into the Magnolia Plantation and Gardens. Huge gardens, very gorgeous, even in the late summer like it is, though I imagine in the spring it is breathtaking. There are so many gardens that will have beautiful flowering plants in there. As it was, we were in the summer. We had the very beautiful, kind of almost ethereal look to it with all the Spanish moss hanging from the trees. This is a painting from that same art magazine that really captured some of what we saw. There was also a little petting zoo in there, and we saw, these are some of the feathers I picked up. I did not take them off the birds. Of course, I wouldn't do that. But they had plenty of peacocks, different kinds of birds. Snakes and reptiles were all in enclosed areas, so no, we weren't petting those, but we were able to see them up close and personal. And then after that, I had to go home, so we went to lunch at an Indian place, very delicious, and then I had to drive home. Stopped at CVS because about 4 hours in, I was getting really sleepy and needed to get up and walk around. Anyway, and that's the end of it. So, thank you for watching through it. That was my trip to Charleston. I would love to go back one day. Do you have any suggestions on places to go that you might if you only have 2 or 3 days to spend, what kind of place would you like to go? Leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.